Hey, 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 happy Halloween and happy Monday. I'm so excited. We are here live celebrating our 10th year anniversary in business. So excited for our special Facebook Live today. I've got a very special cup of coffee with my Halloween Hello Kitty mug. So I'm ready to go. I'm so excited to see so many of you live with us today. As you guys are tuning in, comment below, say hi. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you can hear me okay. Let me know that my sound is coming through loud and clear. Let me know if you're dressed up today. Costumes are optional. I'm super excited to be celebrating. We're gonna have a really fun time today. We're gonna chat about some lessons learned. I'm gonna share some tips. We're gonna bring on a few special guests and have them share a couple quick insights. I can't believe 10 years have flown by. I'm a little flabbergasted by the whole thing. So, like I said, we're going to talk about some business lessons learned. I'm so happy you're here today. I'm going to share a few things that I've sort of learned over the years, but I have a few special friends who are in the green room. I reached out to a couple dear friends who are just dear friends, people I absolutely respect in the industry, folks who've been part of our academy for a long time. And I said, hey, I would absolutely love for you to pop on for a few minutes and just share a couple words of wisdom, a couple thoughts, a couple insights. So I'm going to first bring on my good friend, Christine George. Some of you know Christine, and let's see if I can bring her into the chat and not crash the internet. Hold on, or possibly, there we go. She's here.
Hello.
Hello,
Can you hear me
Christine.
okay?
I can.
Hi, Katie.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. So for those of you who don't know Christine is awesome. She is the founder of Post and Beam Creative. She is one of the most fabulous marketing people I know. She's become a dear friend. She's out in the Boston area. She's a blogger. She's a mom. She's awesome. Have I said she's awesome? And Christine, I'm excited you're here for, a few minutes. Welcome.
Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. I'm so psyched to be here. Anything having to do with Katie Lance, especially when it has to do with a celebration, you can always count me in. Unfortunately, I do not have my ears today, but I'm here with you and I'm loving how long your hair is getting. Can I just say that? I've been watching, it's all about the hair, right?
Yeah.
It looks so good. Love
Oh,
it.
thank you. I know
And
it is kind of getting long.
congratulations. It is 10 years in the business, Katie. I mean, that's a long time and you've come a long way. You have built an unbelievably successful business. I'm so proud to be your friend and colleague.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. So I don't have any script for this or anything like that. I would just love if you have a nugget, something that maybe you've learned from me, or something you want to share, or an insight, like anything you want to share.
So there are a couple of things. I was thinking about this earlier this morning as I was getting ready and to come on, and my first thought was I don't even know where to begin because there's so many things, and I mean that from my heart. Hi, Cindy. Oh my God, I love Cindy. So I had to narrow it down. I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 things. The first one is the first biggest thing that you taught me is how to build a social media strategy. I mean, who knew that you actually needed a strategy around social media? And it is true. And there's a philosophy around it, and there is a structure around it, and it's very, very intentional. Hi, Joanne. I love, how much do you love Joanne Bazarian? Oh my God, I love her. She's up there in Fresno. So how to build a social media strategy, really, really critical. It's not just throwing something against the wall and seeing if it sticks. There really is intention behind it. The second thing that I've really learned from you, Katie, over the years is how to repurpose content and how important that is. And you continue to create tools and ideas that really help people to understand how to repurpose it. Like you're constantly putting that message out there in different ways. And I'm always getting a new nugget every time I watch one of your videos or, one of your interviews or see something that you're doing yourself. It's just a great example. Number 3, and I want to know how many people can relate to me on this one, is how to get comfortable on video. I mean, you are that person that like gave me the inspiration to say, okay, I can do this. I can do this. I don't like it. I don't like it, but I can do it. And honestly, it does work. Once you get out there and you're on over and over and over again, you kind of forget that the video is on and you're just having a conversation. So that was big. But here's like the biggest one. Okay.
Ready?
Okay. I think the most important thing that I've learned from you and about you is how to be a great leader. And I always get misty, so I'm gonna slow down a little bit because I am getting a little misty. But I think what you put out, what you have shown us is what you put out into the world is what you get back, and that is authenticity. For you, you've really shown all of us through your example that authenticity will bring you success, not only professionally, but personally as well. And, just sort of learning that it's okay to be you, to be who you are, not anybody else. Not only is it okay, but how important it is if you want to be successful, because nobody can be you. And just showing that example to all of us has been just really super, super important, and just this really kind of gets me right here. So,
oh, thank you, my friend. I'm sending you some love. I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah,
that really means a lot.
You too.
And thank you for being so organized and coming with notes and a 4-point plan. I love it. I absolutely love it.
I'm a planner.
Yes. I love it. Well, I would like to bring a couple other people into our conversation. I know we've got a few people in the green room, and I know we've got my good friend Kim Colapreti coming to us from the Seattle area. I just had the pleasure of seeing Kim and her amazing wife, Shavi, just a couple days ago at Gen Blue. It was so fantastic. So I'm going to bring you in, Kim, and my friend Pinky, I see in the green room. If you can hang tight for a couple minutes, I'm going to bring you in too, my friend. She's got some amazing costume happening. I can't wait to show you what Pinky looks like.
Oh, I can't wait.
All right, so I'm going to bring Kim in. If Kim is ready, let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my goodness, there we go. Hello, Kim. Oh, hold on, I muted her. Let me unmute her.
Unmute me.
There we go. Hello.
Are we good?
We are good. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am great. It's so good to see you again.
Happy Halloween.
I know.
I love your ears. Are those Disney ears? Disney.
They are. They're my Disney ears. This is the extent of my Halloween costume.
Yeah. So. Well, I wore my bat dress for you for Halloween. That's the best I could muster. Nice to meet you, Christine.
You as well, Kim.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you guys don't know each other. Okay, so for those of you who don't know Kim is the founder of Team Diva Real Estate with Coldwell Banker Bain up in the Seattle area. Her and her team are awesome. They are crushing it and putting out tons of great content, doing so much great work for their community. They are activists. They are just amazing people. And I am so happy that we've connected over the years. I think I first met Kim back in the day, probably.
It's been over 10 years. Yeah. Yes. I mean, I think we knew you before you even started your own business, like at Inman, right? In like, I don't know, 2012 or 2011. Yep. It's crazy how long it's been. Yeah. So, and it was so amazing to see you at Gen Blue. It was like the highlight of our time at Gen Blue. So I got to give you a real hug, not just a virtual one.
Exactly. We love seeing people. I mean, it's ironic we're saying this as we're on a Facebook Live.
Right.
But there is something about being in person. It's absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
So I would love to hear from you. Like, what if you have anything you want to share, a lesson learned?
Oh my God, I could spend an hour, but I know there's other people, so I won't. I think the one thing, I mean, Christine said so many amazing, fabulous things. I think one of the things that really stood out for me was when you started talking about really early in our time together, the content calendar. And I was like, oh my God, a content, like I can actually plan what I talk about with people, which, it's still a struggle for some of us, today to do that. But it's something that we have taken and shown to our team to help them get more organized in social media. Because, us real estate agents, our brains are going 50 miles an hour in 50 different directions. If we don't have something we can look down at and go, oh, you could post about this today, then it's just like, I got deals to write and I got things to organize and I got people to negotiate with. I don't have time for that. So my content calendar was the best. Also, I think for me, it's like very inspirational to know you and be connected with you and be part of the academy. Because I find if I get really like stuck doing something in social media or just feeling bored or tired, all I do is like pull up a Katie Lance video on YouTube and I'm like, oh, this is awesome. I feel energized. I feel motivated. It really helps me to like refocus. Because I think when you're a real estate agent, social media is kind of like the last thing on your bucket list sometimes, even though it's super important. You get easily distracted. or you get just tired. So I get so motivated by watching you.
Oh, thank you.
On your videos. And
it's a lot of coffee. I'll just say that.
Okay. The other thing that's amazing is like that I forgot, because we haven't been in a conference together in a long time, is what a masterful speaker you are. Like the energy you have on stage is insane. I'm like, how does Katie talk so fast and focus on all these things and people throw stuff at her and she just rolls with it and she's like doing back-to-back sessions and she's not tired. I'm like, I was exhausted just watching you on stage alone. Having you be up there, you were just that. And everyone that walked out at the Gen Blue conference that was at one of your sessions walked up to me and said, oh my God, that was the best thing I have ever sat through. Katie's amazing. I'm so glad you asked me to come or you told me to come. Oh, every single person, every single Coldwell Banker Bain person that I dragged to one of them. I didn't really have to drag them. I was like, you need to come here, sit down. So,
Jim, don't you feel like Katie just gets better and better and better every year?
Yes, like a fine Cabernet.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm laughing at my amazing husband and business partner who says she has enough coffee cups. Yes, I know. He's in the other room.
I think we were chatting at Gen Blue and I was like, I didn't realize how many what is it, Hello Kitty coffee cups that you might have. But I just saw that
quite a few. That'll be another Facebook Live for another day.
But yeah, I mean, just knowing you and being part of the academy and being able to share ideas with you over the past 10 years has been like amazing. And it really has made a huge difference in our business. So
thank you for saying
I can't thank you enough and value your friendship and wonderful thing you bring to the folks out there when you're doing your videos and doing your speaking. And here's to 10 more years, Katie. Cheers. Yeah, I don't have any champagne. It's a little early.
I know. Come back a little bit later.
Maybe a little later, yeah.
Oh, thank you guys. Well, it's just yeah, I think I've gotten better at taking compliments. I don't know if anyone is good at taking compliments, but I think that's probably one of the coolest things of just like being of doing this for a long time. Like you feel like, you see a lot of people kind of like come and go and like companies come and go and things come and go, but it's just really neat to see like these relationships that have formed. And I mean, I think it's such a great testament. If you go back to social media, it's like I connected with you guys on social media. Yeah. I look at so many of the people in the chat who I first met through social media, and like these are real relationships, real friendships, and it's pretty awesome. What can happen. So it's just so cool. It's just so cool to see a floor.
If you think about it, we haven't really seen each other in almost 3 years. And it was like, just because we talk or we're on social media together or we do like a podcast or something together, it doesn't even, when I saw you at Gen Blue, it didn't even feel like a month had passed.
Right, exactly.
You know, like literally almost 3 years since we
exactly.
each other live.
Exactly. I know. I love it. So I want to bring one more friend on. And Kim and Christine, if you have to bounce, it's all good. But if you want to stay, that's awesome too. I know you're busy. Right, we're all busy, so totally up to you. But I'm going to bring on my good friend Sue Pinky Benson, who is out in Naples, Florida, and I just want to warn you, she's looking very interesting with this costume.
I can't wait.
I feel like I've built this up quite a bit.
Oh my god!
Hello, sister.
Hello, my friend.
Can you hear me okay with the mask on?
I can, yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
it's driving Josh nuts. He's trying to work next to me. He's like, what in the world are you wearing? I did it just for you. Just for you.
Oh, well, thank you. We might have to have you.
I've been working on my
so we can see your real face for a moment, but
oh, you want to see it? The real face?
Is it tied
Why,
up?
is this freaking you out?
Here she is.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Sue Pinky Benson, she and her husband Josh are rocking it in Naples, Florida. They are with Remax, also a friend that I've known for more than a decade, also in our academy, also killing it with content. These are all ladies. I don't know why we have all women. No offense to the guys. We have some great guys in our world too, but all of these ladies are killing it with content and all kinds of good stuff. So thank you for being on for a few minutes today. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, Katie, for 10 years of loveliness, 10 years of learning, 10 years of all kinds of energy. You know, I mean, I can't thank you enough. I think you were one of the very first people I ever connected with that was like, oh, somebody else understands that social media is going to be very powerful. And at that time it was Facebook.
Right.
You know, and I mean, really, it was like, I think you talked about Twitter the first time I saw you, you know, and thank you, Facebook user, for loving me, whoever that is. I appreciate that. I love the anonymous ones, you know, because they think you think it's you, but then something glitches and it's not you. So you can say all kinds of crazy things now because you're anonymous.
Right, exactly. Some things never change on Facebook.
First thing, I think you were talking on stage about Twitter, and I tweeted at you. That's how long ago it was, because I don't think I tweeted anybody anymore unless they're a celebrity, right? Big time celebrities, you know, like Billy Joel, for example, right?
Right.
But yeah, I mean, and then it was all Facebook at that time, you know. Insta what was kind of like who, where, when, you know. And I think that's what I've learned from you is that, you know, you can figure out one thing for a certain length of time, and then all of a sudden something new is introduced, and then we got to go, okay, Katie, what the hell's Instagram? Can you tell us what Instagram's supposed to do? What are Instagram stories? Like that came out of, then we were like, wait, Snapchat was in there before then, so then we had to like figure out Snapchat. And now we're like, Snap who? What's on there? Like,
don't forget Periscope.
And what was that?
Was like,
what was the
Periscope. Periscope was like the beginning before Facebook Live. I was all into Periscope, and then Facebook Live came and just squashed it.
And so it's like you constantly have to evolve because you have to figure out the next platform. And then it's like you figure out Snapchat, but like, honestly, nobody's, you know, the kids are on there, but it just wasn't a growth platform for us, you know, and I think that's why we stepped away, but we made some great friendships within Snapchat, you know, had a little tribe going there. And then you know, and then Instagram stories. Now we're in short form world with TikTok. And so I have to say, I was on TikTok before creating content before Katie was. So Katie was on there. She knew what she had to do, but it's been this like little like, okay, Katie, I see you. You know, I see you on TikTok. You know?
I see you on there. What are you doing?
What are you doing, Katie? What kind of content are you creating, Katie?
No dancing.
It's been a fun journey. It's been a fun journey to watch you grow and learn on these different platforms, and then having to regurgitate and teach it. It's one thing to learn it, but it's a whole nother thing to be like, okay, well, you can do that on YouTube, but you don't really want to do that on Instagram, right? Like you have to kind of evolve throughout the platforms and figure out what works. And then you have to explain it, which is not always easy, because like I remember, Katie, once I asked you about hashtags, and this was Twitter time. And I was like, where do the hashtags go? And you're like, I don't know. I'm like, so how do I know what to do with them? I'm like, what's the point? And you're like, I'm not really sure, but just do the hashtag. But it was like
a little fake it till you make it. Is that what you're saying?
Well, we were all learning. Like, we were just like, we don't know where it goes per se, but just use it. You got to use the hashtag. I'm like, is there a website connected to this? Like, what's the hashtag do? And there's still people out there trying to figure out hashtags. So, it's all good.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. I had an email this morning I responded to about hashtags. So yes, it's still a conversation. By the way, if you joined us a little bit late, welcome. We are chatting about our 10-year anniversary of business. This month, we've been celebrating all month long. And shameless plug, if you're curious about kind of like the backstory of our business, all month long on YouTube, we've been doing story times. So if you're curious about how we got started and what the Academy is all about, I share some stuff on public speaking. I know, Kim, you mentioned that, being a speaker. So if you're interested in any of the backstory stuff, shameless plug, go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, and check it out. And shout out to everyone who's watching live. Debbie, Monica, Sandra, Paul is in the house, of course, which is awesome. And
he's literally in your house, right?
He's literally in my house, like 10 feet away.
Where is he?
We might bring him on. I don't know. We'll see.
He said he combed his hair today.
That's good. That's good. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I'm going to bring on, I don't know if I can bring on more than 4 people on Be Live. We might break it. I see Lee Arnold in the green room. Lee has been a longtime member as well and a dear friend. And I don't know if we can bring on 5. I've never brought on more than 3 people at a time. So
let's do it. There's always a first.
All right. It might kick somebody out.
It might break Be Live, but that's okay. We'll survive.
You call me, it's okay.
This is like the Brady Bunch. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Lee, we're bringing you in. Da. Oh my gosh, we can do it. Look at that. Whoa, hi. There's 5 of us in here. Hello. Oh, look at that. How are you, Lee?
Hi, everybody. It's great to see you. And Katie,
Hi, Lee.
Hello, ladies. Looks like I'm the token guy here, which is great, as always. But, Katie Lance, obviously, congratulations. I can't believe it's been 10 years, and I can't believe that we were both celebrating 10 years of being in the business and doing our own thing. So literally to be in the company here of you guys, all of you have met in some capacity, probably, I think, at an Inman conference. We've hung out, had good times, and it's really good. So I apologize. I'm also not on a computer. I don't have a headset on. I'm actually at a photo shoot right now because, by God, you still got to make money on Halloween. So
making it
I
happen.
just wanted to come on and say, hi to you and everybody else, and thank you for everything you've gifted to so many of us. I know that a lot of my success, and I apologize, there's a mosquito out here that's trying to eat me alive.
He's trying to join the party here.
It is, literally. Anyway, just wanted to say, thank you for everything you've done for all of us here that are watching live and watching the replay here. You've been a huge development asset to us, and so anyway, enough about that. You're amazing, and it was really, really good to see you in Vegas. Was that 2 months ago? Last month? I don't even know. It was the Inman conference.
Oh yeah,
there.
I almost forgot about that.
Yes. I know. So.
Yes, and for those of you who don't know, Lee is the founder of Benchmark SoCal down in the beautiful San Diego area. He's a broker, he's a property manager, husband, dad, rock star, always juggling. I think whenever I talk to Lee, he's like on the go.
Point.
Exactly. And has been, again, also someone I've known for more than a decade, one of our original Academy members, and just doing lots of good stuff. So I want to make sure too, all of you who are live with us at some point, make sure you drop your links into the chat of the Facebook Live so people can connect with you, whether it's Instagram or YouTube or Facebook or email or TikTok or whatever you would like. But make sure you guys connect with these folks, because if you're looking for some inspiration as far as like what to post and content and people getting business from being real and showing up and putting out great value, all of these folks are killing it. So, yeah. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. I can't believe we have so many people on here. I've never seen this on the P Live. It's so funny. I feel like we need one more.
Push them in there, Katie. Go ahead.
I know, right? I know. So I also wanted to, I'm gonna do a little fun giveaway. I have, some of you know I love stickers. And so I have got a bunch of stickers. Those of you who are in our mastermind just a couple weeks ago saw these. But I've got a bunch. This one says, "You got this." I know it's kind of reversed because of the camera. I've got another one that says, "Do what you love and love what you do," which is
it's actually right-sided for me.
Oh, it is? Okay,
Yeah.
well, good. It's backwards
Me
for
too.
me, but okay, good. Awesome. Okay, good. Do what you love what you do. All right. I've got another one that says, "Don't be a drive-by liker," which is kind of a Katieism right there. And then I have two versions of my favorite saying, which is "Done is better than perfect." And of course, the little Get Social Smart one. So to get these little sticker packs, I've got 10 sticker packs for 10 years in business. So those of you who are watching live, like and comment below and share a nugget, something that I feel like I've said the word nugget like 16 times. Share a nugget or a tip that you've learned from me over the years. And we are randomly, after this Facebook Live, I'm going to pick 10 folks to send some sticker packs to those of you who are here. So I thought that'd be fun. I love stickers. And there we go.
Well, I don't know
Love
if
it.
we're eligible or not, but can I drop a
Sure.
nugget that you have that has stuck with me, I think, for the last 10 or so years, whatever it's been, is the idea, well, I guess it's kind of two, batching content,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
and then also
Good one.
repurposing. But the idea of batching the content, so recording a lot of video at one time and then taking that video and repurposing it over probably 4 or 5 different channels that allow you to be on TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, all those things that just over and over again. And all of a sudden I'm getting really popular on YouTube Shorts, and I'm like, where's this? One, we're posting, and two, we're following the algorithm. We're doing what they say. So that's my little. There's that. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, and you don't have to make it difficult, right? Literally, the guy behind the wall right now who's doing the videos, he comes in, sets up in my kitchen. We knock out a bunch of content. Takes probably about an hour, honestly, and then we get probably about 30 to 50 pieces of content that then get redistributed probably 100 times over on the different platforms.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
And I'm posting it, by the way.
Yeah.
I got, Katie, everything. So that's, that's been, but still, though, regardless, even if you are posting it, keep it simple, right? So that's my nugget.
I love that you shared that.
Good
Thank
nugget.
you. Yeah.
You know what? I have to tell you, Mike, your new nugget that you did your reel on, where you're like, agents, stop putting your email signature with the links in there that go nowhere, or however you it drives me nuts.
Yeah.
So thank you for that nugget out there.
Yes, if any of you missed that, I did a reel, I think it was yesterday. You know how you are on someone's email and then you click on their email signature and it's just a picture, which it looks pretty, but I want to I got to contact you, right? So I use a tool called Wise Stamp. Wise.
Oh, yeah.
So just Wise, you're Wise, and then Stamp, Wise Stamp. I've probably used it for a decade. I'm not affiliated with them, but it's an easy tool to just add clickable links in there. And it's also kind of cool. I don't think I mentioned this in my reel, but you can adjust it. So if you want like a little link to like your latest YouTube video or your latest, something you're promoting, something you want to kind of drive eyeballs to, think of all the emails you send just on a daily basis.
Can I drop a nugget? Can I drop a nugget? Okay. So I'm going to tell you, Sonia Figueroa, Sonia Chica in Chicago. She told me with Y-Stamp, and I thought this was an amazing idea. You can add at the bottom a quote, right? So like you could get your like every day is important quote, but you can change those quotes to be reviews from clients. So when they alternate. So like when mine goes out, like you'll get a different review from each client that I've had. So it's a great way to repurpose, Katie, that review instead of just putting it on Facebook, put it in your Y-Stamp signature line.
That's brilliant.
Ooh, that's a great idea.
I
love that. I saw Cheryl in the chat mention Linktree. Do you guys all use Linktree or some sort of like link in bio tool?
Yeah.
Love Linktree.
I don't do the paid version. Is it worth it to do paid?
I mean, I have the paid version because you can brand it. There's analytics. I also like with Linktree, you can schedule things. So like we have a new video that comes out every Wednesday. And so we'll upload it in advance. When you upload to YouTube in advance, you still get the URL of whatever the URL is. Okay. And then we can take that URL and schedule it in Linktree.
That's the paid version, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And there's an app now with Linktree, which is kind of cool. Which makes it even easier. You used to have to like log in on your phone or whatever, but now there's an app for it, which is really handy.
There's an app for it. Yeah. And Canva, do you use Canva on your phone, Katie, more, or do you use it on the laptop?
When I'm designing, I use it on the laptop. Yeah, I always design on very rarely am I designing on the phone, the mobile version of Canva, unless it's just something really quick. I typically use the mobile version of Canva to like download something. So if I've created a reel or a graphic on my computer, then I'll open up the Canva app to download it, to post it to Instagram or wherever I'm posting. So
paid version or free version of Canva?
I love all the questions. I have the paid version. Yeah, I had the free version for years, probably a good 3 years into our company. I mean, and that was a big lesson of just like, start with as much free stuff as possible, and then you grow as you can afford it. But yeah, at some point I was like, okay, it's definitely worth it. I really like with the paid version of Canva that you can have a brand kit, so I think all of you have the paid version where, if I have someone else on our team who's designing something or I'm designing something, I'm not like, wait, what color is our red or what color is our blue or whatever. Like it's just all there. It just makes it easier. So
Canva has been, we used to design all our stuff in InDesign. And when we wanted to like set like a template and then be able to edit the template, it was ridiculously complicated. And then everyone would like mess it up every time we were doing it. But Canva is like a dream. We translated everything to Canva and our whole brand kit's there. You cannot screw it up. It is so easy to use.
Well, and you know what? I like the video option now with the paid version because you get that video B-roll and you can I can type in Naples, Florida, and it will show me, the B, and then I can take, that background remover, stick your picture in there, and now you have a nice little branded video for something.
Yeah, for sure. I just actually used Canva for something kind of interesting yesterday. I've seen people do it, but I had not done it yet. So I did a reel yesterday talking about done is better than perfect. And I went into Canva and I have a graphic, which actually is this sticker. And I went into Canva, took this sticker graphic that I made, and I saved it as a transparent background. Oh. And then I uploaded it to my reel, and it basically made like a nice cover photo like over my reel, which is kind of cool. So
nice.
Lots of fun
stuff.
Well,
while we're talking videos, Katie, let's talk video apps. What's everybody's favorite video app?
I just got a ton of fun ideas from Katie at Gen Blue about video apps, and we just started using Video Leap. I just checked it out just for it's totally fun, really cool. I've just started using it, so I don't have a lot of insight about it, but super easy for some of us who are not picky.
I love Video Leap.
It's really fun. Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else has used it, but it's so easy. I created a bunch of videos when we were, again, kind of promoting our Vegas mastermind. And I just wanted some fun videos, not necessarily where I was talking, but just like pictures and quick little videos and stuff. And Video Leap, it's free for like 7 days, and then you have to pay for it, like a lot of things, but it's all good. You basically, if you like TikTok, it's kind of the similar format. You scroll through and it's like you see a template. If you like it, you use it. If you don't, you just kind of keep scrolling through, and it'll say, okay, use this template. It takes 10 clips, 5 clips, 2 clips, and you click a button, you upload your clips, and then it looks awesome. Like I was posting reels, and we have an awesome video editor on our team. I think she's in the chat here. Tasia messaged me. She was like, did you hire someone else? Like, what's going on? I was like, no, it's just an app. I love it. So, and Tasia does all of our YouTube videos. So, but yeah, that's a fun one.
Yeah, it's super fun. And I don't think it's that expensive if you want to pay for, it's like $70 a year or something.
It's not that bad.
No.
Yeah, in the overall scheme of things. Yeah, for sure.
Christine, what do you use for your video editing? What do you use on your phone? She's like, uh-oh, I've been called out.
His name is Jesse.
His name.
Well, good job, Jesse. We like you.
Good job, Jesse.
Mine's Jeff.
No, I gotta
Okay, so
say,
Lee's got Jeff. Okay.
Mine is John,
Yeah,
so it looks like they all have J names.
Oh my gosh, guys!
That's
No
funny.
one is okay. All right. So I have to get in here and say, okay. So InShot, I totally think InShot is worth it for the paid version. It's like $15 a year. But as I've been messaging Katie lately, CapCut. Have you guys heard of this one?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is owned by TikTok, so it's free. But it has some really, really amazing features, including captions that everybody's always like, I don't have captions on Instagram. It's captions. They got the captions over there. You can do all kinds of cool green screen stuff. And I'm just in love with it. I think it's a very easy editing system. Like once you understand how to edit, I think that the systems are pretty much similar from one platform to another. They're not going to reinvent the wheel. But like I said, Katie, always the repurposing, right? So I did my latest Halloween video. I did it in Instagram Reels with the background, right? Like I used the background, downloaded it. Then I went over to CapCut, uploaded it, and then played with it and got the little transitions that were like spooky and stuff all from that. So guys, play. I think that's
I
what
just
Katie
saw your
on your
video. It was
phone?
so cool.
All on your
Thank
phone?
you.
Yeah, I love your videos. Actually, you're kind of an inspiration for me on your reels, Pinky. Sue.
Oh,
Pinky.
thank you.
I
Well,
just
Katie
love-
inspired me. So it's all, see how it's all a big circle.
I love it. It is CapCut. CapCut.
Yep, there we go, Lee. Thank you. CapCut. Yep.
Love it. I love. So Steve asks, Katie, what do you have in store for the next 10 years? Oh my gosh, no pressure.
That's a great question.
world
I
domination.
mean, we're just keeping doing what we're doing. I think what's really interesting is like reflecting back over the last 10 years, how much things have changed, but also I think how much has stayed the same. Like real estate's a relationship business. Like social media never takes the place of face-to-face. I always say like less is more, show up, be personable, right? Don't set it and forget it. Like some of the stuff I've been saying for years, like it's still super relevant. And I think for us, even though we're in a business that changes all the time, I am really proud of the fact we try to really focus on like timeless principles, like Lee mentioned, batching, batching content, repurposing content, working smarter, not harder. And so as like apps change and things change, just trying to be that hopefully steady voice in a lot of noise that's out there, probably have another book or two in my head. So we're going to work on that.
Good.
And lots of fun stuff. We're growing our academy. And for those of you who are watching live, if you've followed me for a long time and you're part of our, maybe you're been on our email list, maybe you've seen me at an event and, if I've brought you value in any way, shameless plug, you should join the academy because it's super fun and we get to hang out and, it's crazy. We've grown our membership. We're nearly 1,000 members. And, I know we're not for everybody. That's the other life lesson. Like, you don't have to be all things to all people. It's all good, but it's been a great opportunity for us to help lots of folks.
None of us are Katie.
When are Luke and Owen going to be on the payroll?
Right.
They're old enough, aren't they?
Pretty much. Owen's 15 now. So yeah.
They are teens on the payroll.
Yeah. Probably at some point.
Wait, he was 5 when you started this business?
Yep. Yeah. And Luke was
Holy
2.
Mother of God.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, starting with a 2 and 5-year-old. And I mean, I remember when we first started, I had like, we were living in a different house at the time. I had like a card table that we set up. And Paul's probably listening if he's in the other room listening to this. But he, you know, I remember early on, he was like, we need to get you some real furniture. And so we went to IKEA and all this, you can't really see all of it, but I have a ton of red furniture in my office. And it was like, we need to get you some new furniture. We need to like make this happen. And I mean, from the get-go, he was like, yeah, let's do this. And it's been pretty amazing. And he quit his corporate job, as a lot of you know, a few years ago. And so we are partners in business, partners in life. And Paul's like, I'm here. Well, if you want to come on camera, no pressure. I know he's like, here's the thing with Paul, like what a lot of you don't know, like, he does so much behind the scenes and often he's like the man behind the curtain. He doesn't get enough credit.
We're going to call him Oz.
I know, exactly. He is like Oz behind the he says he's here. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I need to give you a link. Oh my goodness. I didn't expect him to be online. Okay. I gotta give you a link, Paul. So I'm gonna you can join.
I'll take commando here and ask the other lovely lady on here with me. What is your big takeaway from Katie over the last 10 years? Christina, why don't we start with you?
You know, it's really her authenticity. I think that's one of those timeless things. Like, just be yourself, be authentic. Nobody, you know, it's like your DNA, you know, nobody else has it. And just focus on that. And, you know, it's like when you're authentic, it's the law of attraction. You know, you're going to attract like-minded people who are your people. And that's how success happens. I just really believe the authenticity that Katie has put out there has, you know, served all of us well, I feel.
True. How about you, Miss Diva?
Oh my God. One thing. I mean, when Katie just said it, done is better than perfect. I mean, that is my motto. Like, I just feel like too many of us focus on perfection and wanting everything to be like, you know, looking absolutely like, you know, we paid 50 million people to edit something for us instead of just getting it done, right? And I think that's like a great philosophy for folks, because I know it works for me. Sometimes I get a little bit too down in the weeds and I'm like, and Shavi's just like, can you finish that video for heaven's sakes? And I'm like, okay.
That's posted already.
Yeah, so I think that's a great motto for all of us.
How about you?
I love that.
She may have been the one that told me to do video. So you guys are all in trouble because it was Katie who was the one that got me started.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I see Paul in the green room. This is the first. I don't even think he's ever been on a Facebook Live with me.
Drum roll, please.
Okay, and I also don't know if we can bring 6 people on. I thought Lee was going to break it at 5, but should we try? Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Paul, I don't know if you're ready.
If we do, we get the Brady Bunch.
Oh my God, that'd be so funny.
Okay,
Here's the story.
I hope I don't kick anybody out. Oh my gosh, there's 6 of us. Woohoo, he's here. Hi.
You're gonna break Facebook.
I
I think this is my first Facebook Live like ever.
Oh,
Hi, Paul.
How are
Good morning,
you?
everybody. Lee, Christine, Kim, Sue.
Nice
Okay,
to
so
see
for
you.
those of you who don't know, it's my handsome husband and business partner, and I'm so excited you're here.
Yay!
I think the last name gave it away.
Yeah, I know. I'm just waiting for the kids to just like bust out or wreck. Like anything could happen right now. Okay, like this anything could happen. Rex could just like fly through the camera.
Good. I think he's-
That would be super cool.
So, what would you like to share? I mean, it's so. I mean, I know it's a weird thing, right? Like my name's out there. I'm always the one who's like front facing with our company, but like I was saying a second ago, you're behind the scenes. I could not do what I do without you. And so what would you like to share as far as just, you know, what this has meant to you or lessons learned or anything you want to share?
You know, I always worked in corporate America. And then I kind of hit a breaking point one day. I remember I came home and my customers, like, it's very similar to real estate. Like, I really, like, my job is just a job, but I really missed my customers. Playing golf with them, talking about football and sports. And then think when I changed over is when they stopped caring about my customers the same way that I did. I took it very personal. I remember I came home one day and I started crying. He's like, it's time, isn't it? And I'm like, yeah, it's time. She's like, okay, then we'll figure it out. And it was crazy. I mean, we knew it was going to take some time to like figure out my role and stuff. And it was just a big change because I was in outside sales for a long time, and then now I'm at a desk. So, you know, I was driving 200, 300, 400 miles a day, and then working at home is a whole different thing. So it's a lot of similarities between corporate America, because it's really, I think for sales, it's about the people. Like, I don't think most clients care what brokerage you work for, ABC, Berkshire. They don't care. They don't care if you work out of a boat. They like working with you. I mean, they just
So
don't.
true.
You could even be in Naples,
So
Florida, and they wouldn't care. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I always say it's like, you know, we become attached to certain people who provide us services, like our hairstylist, right?
Yep.
Like, I don't care where she works. I'm just going to follow her wherever she goes.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with your real estate advisor. It's, you know, they don't care where you work. They care what you're doing for them, you know, and how well you're serving them. And that's most important at the end of the day.
It is. And I think I'm more of a sales guy. I'm a business major. Like, that's my jam. Like, I'm not bragging. I understand people, and like, I try to give them what they want. But I think what's cool, like, well, with Katie, and I'm a little biased, obviously, but even for you guys, like, what's cool is, like, I think people really like the authenticity of like Katie and Christine, and like I follow Sue and how much she's been following like the hurricane follow up. Like, I think a lot of people make videos and stuff, and you can tell that they've been scripted about 500 times. And I think when people just make a video, even if you're like stuttering or making mistakes, they like that, because it comes across as like, that's a real person. Like, I can relate to that. Like, oh my gosh, look at her hair. I had that problem last week and I couldn't get that stupid hair to be done right. Or, oh my gosh, my kids were in the background. Oh my gosh, I've done the same thing. But I just think it adds authenticity to it. And I just think, you know, that's, you know, making videos, at least from what I've seen, that's a really cool thing. It's just, you get to know the person. It's not this made up Hollywood edited thing. It's like, that's who that person is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do have to give you a big shout out. We just finished, I guess about a week and a half ago now, maybe 2 weeks now, we had our big Vegas mastermind. And if you've ever planned an event, there's a lot that goes into planning an event. And ours is fairly small. We had 16 amazing agents and brokers from all across the country there. But it doesn't matter if you have, you know, 16,000 or 16. There's a lot that goes into it. And I saw some of the comments talking about that, just his level of organization. So we're a good team.
I'm a little OCD when it comes to organizational.
Oh, Lee's bowing out. Lee, thank you for being with us, my
Lee.
friend.
See you, Lee.
You're
I'm
awesome.
sorry, guys. I do a video.
It's okay.
Hi, I'm sorry.
Nice.
No worries.
Have a good day.
No worries.
Katie, Paul, congrats. This is a big day. I
Thanks,
love you
man.
guys so much. Hopefully we'll see you guys soon, okay?
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Lee.
Ladies,
Hi, Lee.
You guys all connect with Lee.
Later.
Drop your contact info too, Lee.
Will do. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
You guys
Oh,
are
yeah,
awesome.
the Hello Kitty donut store. Oh, can I talk about that for a second?
Sure,
Is that
yeah,
okay?
go ahead.
Okay, all right. Well, I don't want to, like, you guys have a flow of what you guys do, and I don't want to like mess with that. No, but so what happened was I lost a bunch of weight recently, and I bought these shirts in Kauai.
A lot of weight, like 90 pounds, Paul. 90 pounds.
90 pounds. It's a lot. It's crazy how much I've lost. It's bonkers. But none of my clothes fit me. Like, I resized my wedding ring, and I had to do it again, like since June. It's literally falling off my finger. It's bonkers.
Wow.
I left 30 minutes early from the mastermind. I'm like, okay, this is the only free time I'm going to have the whole event. And I like walk across the street. I got like a pulled muscle in my back. I'm like, I have to go get these shirts because they're made out of bamboo. I absolutely love these shirts. I know it seems nerdy, but and then like I walk.
Paul's
in
a great
and
shopper.
I have problems when it comes to shopping. But they had like this Hello Kitty cafe, and I knew like Katie's feet were like she was dying, and then they were gonna have to like wheel her back to the room in like a wheelchair. And I'm like, if I don't get her something Hello Kitty, I'm gonna be in really big trouble here. So I like got a bunch of Hello Kitty stuff. I did my shopping, and I'm like, I might as well go get the rest of the stuff just in case she wants it. So I had like 2 bags of Hello Kitty stuff, and I'm like walking back, and I'm like, here you go. Yeah. So she had like Hello Kitty coffee mugs, and you actually have Hello Kitty ears somewhere, don't you?
I do. I almost wore them today, but I was like, I want to go with the Halloween thing. So I might put on the Hello Kitty ears later.
And fun fact, she still has her Hello Kitty cupcake sitting on the counter in her house. I'm not sure if it's sanitary, but it's here.
Wow, you're preserving it.
See, Paul's going to really, really tell you all our deep dark secrets. Oh my gosh. This is so much fun. So I know, you know, you guys are all super busy. I am so thankful that you guys are all on with us today. And those of you watching live, and if you're watching later on the replay, make sure you comment, like, and comment below. Let us know that you watched the replay. This has just been so much fun. And by the way, if you joined us late, we're doing a little sticker giveaway. I'm just going to put this up on the screen here. Are you bowing out?
I want to do one nugget because I've been hearing nugget all morning.
Yes. Okay, hold on.
You're making me think of McDonald's chicken nuggets when you keep saying nugget, by the way. I keep thinking of this little barbecue sauce McNugget. I would say a lot of people said done is better than perfect. And for me, when I hired my trainer, I walk so many steps a day and I work out a bunch. And at first, when I was working out, I freaked out if I oh my gosh, I'm 300 steps short. And he's like, Paul, consistency is better than perfection. And it's very similar to what you said. It's not about
It's so true.
Oh my gosh, Katie missed a Thursday. I'm going to have to quit the academy now. No, it's like if she doesn't once in January, then 5 times on the second Tuesday in February. It's just about, being consistent and keeping your face out there.
Yeah. It's progress, not perfection, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the biggest. I'm glad that you mentioned that. One of the biggest lessons learned. I was thinking about different lessons learned over the years, and I wrote down things like be patient and less is more. I think I shared that earlier. Build a great team. A lot of our team is in the chat here, which is just awesome people. But I agree with you. I just think that's the biggest thing, consistency. And I think when you make and this is something I've seen Kim with you and Shavi and your team and Pinky, you and Christine, and I think the people who have the longevity in this business and getting business from social media is it's just consistency and just making it a priority. It's just a priority, just like any other part of your business. And also having some boundaries too. You don't have to say yes to everything. You don't have to be all things to all people. It's all good.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Katie, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
It's been 10 years.
Yeah.
Is there anything you would have done differently?
Oh, that's a good question.
Ooh, wow.
Anything I would have been done differently? I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of the type of person that feels like everything happens for a reason. Maybe that's a little Pollyanna-ish, but I look back and in the very beginning, I didn't even have a website for the first year I was in business. I was just work, just trying to get it done. And probably should have had a website. Probably should have not just had a Facebook page. But I think things happen for a reason. I also think in the beginning I was saying yes to a lot of things because I didn't have a whole business plan. I had an idea of what I knew what I was good at. I knew what I wanted to do. And I think sometimes you have to say yes to a lot of things to kind of figure out what you really want to do and who you really want to work with. And looking back, it's there's all different types of folks that we've worked with over the years. And I think, there's just been a lot of lessons along the way. It helped to sort of hone into, where our sweet spot is. And so I don't know. That's a really good question. I don't know if there's anything I would do over. Paul, I don't know if there's anything you would say you would do over. I don't know.
Wow. No, I'm kind of glad we did the way we did it because, you kind of jumped into the deep end of the pool and I was doing corporate America.
Mm-hmm.
I still remember it was $1,500 and we went to IKEA and we're like, it's either going to work or it's not.
Still have my IKEA furniture.
I probably would have joined a little sooner. I think there was still some hesitation.
Yeah.
I think that was a nervous thing because when you start your own business, it's scary. You don't, just having insurance, that's a scary thing.
Yeah.
And,
yes.
And it's very expensive, as you guys know. Some big corporation doesn't
you
let
had 2
you
little
accept anymore.
kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the scariest thing. So I think it all
Yeah.
worked out good. I mean, it's also ironic that you and I kind of met on social media, which is kind of funny because now we run a social media company. That's kind of that's always a story you like to tell.
Right. I know. I mean, I think you guys all probably know the story, but for those of you watching live or you watch the replay, Paul and I met 21 years ago in a Yahoo chat room. And we met, fell in love, and got married 6 months later. And here we are 21 years later. Everyone thought we were kind of crazy, but yeah, that's a story on the podcast. So shameless plug if you want to listen to the podcast. I think that's like episode 2 or 3. Early on, I shared that story. No, but that's a good question. And like I said, I think everything happens for a reason. The other thing I was going to share really quick too is just, I think it's important to have some boundaries. I think that's definitely a thing I've learned over the years of, especially, early on when our kids were so little, but now they're older, they still need us. They just need us in a whole different way. And so I think boundaries in terms of when I take calls and when I'm available and how many calls am I going to do in a day and how many Zooms and how many webinars and how often am I going to travel? And I've shared this in our academy and I share this at our mastermind, but and maybe this will help anyone watching live. If you're doing planning for 2023, we always start when we plan for the year ahead with our like non-negotiable days. Like, what are the days we're not working? So for us, it's like our birthdays. That's just a really big deal in our family. So I don't work on my birthday. I don't work on our kids' birthdays, Paul's birthday, our anniversary, which by the way, all happens within like 4 weeks. It's like cake season.
During the busiest time of the year for real estate, right?
Exactly. I usually don't work the first few days of school. The last few days of school, we take spring break off, Thanksgiving week, whatever is important, right? We kind of plan that out. And I mean, someone asked me recently, like, how do you do that? And I don't know. I just plan it out. And basically what happens is because I always get asked to work during that time. And so the answer is, well, thank you so much. I'm not available. I am available this day or this day. Does that work for you? And sometimes that means we lose revenue, but I don't know. I just think, I don't know if you guys feel this way. Like I didn't go to business for ourselves to like work 1 million hours a week. We're in this for the long haul. I plan on doing this until the day I retire, God willing. And so there has to be some balance and quality of life and boundaries. And I think it's okay. I think people respect that. So I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I think it's so important.
I mean, I think especially for like real estate professionals who essentially could be working 24 hours a day, because clients are very demanding. And if you're working on a deal, you could be negotiating at 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And I think it's especially challenging for real estate professionals to put boundaries around that, but it's equally as important because you're going to get burnt out fast, really, really fast. And that's when you give up on the business because you just can't deal with it anymore. So having boundaries and, I don't know about you guys, but even if I've got boundaries, sometimes you have to make adjustments, it happens. But as a general rule, if you've got boundaries, like I'm not going to be on the phone after 7 o'clock and I'm not going to pick up the phone until 9, then that's create balance in your life. So.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think balance is super
I have to pop out. I got to go to another webinar.
Yay, no worries.
Did I wear this or not?
Yes. No worries. Those of you who have to hop off.
Congratulations, my friend. It was good to see you guys. Paul, you
Thank
too.
you.
All right. How do I get out of this?
Oh, I'm going to kick you out. Just so I can. Nope. I didn't mean it that way. I will exit you from the.
Wow.
She will open the door.
Well then.
She's going to open the door.
Katie,
I will open
so
the
I
door.
can
Have a happy Halloween to you
No worries,
too.
Kim.
Bye,
If you guys leave, make sure you put up in the chat and like put your contact info so people can connect with you guys.
Okay, Katie, this was amazing. Thank you so much. Lovely to see you all. And here's to another fabulous 10 years at Plus. And see you hopefully in real life soon again.
Yes. Thank you so much, Kim. Bye.
Bye, Kim. I will head out as well, and you guys can close it out like just the way you started it together. Right?
Perfect.
I love you guys both so much. Thanks for
too.
allowing me to be a part of this, and congratulations. And we'll see you soon.
Yay. Thank you, Christine. Thank you.
Ciao.
I love it. That was so fun. It's just you and me and
Wow.
60 of our friends watching live. So I just want to kind of, I know I've been live for about an hour. I just want to, as we get to the end here, just first off, really thank our team. I can see Carrie is in the chat. She's our awesome customer concierge. She's been with us about a year and a half. When you join the Academy, you'll get to know Carrie. She's like the one behind the scenes, taking care of everybody, making sure everyone's got what they need. And she's just amazing. We absolutely love working with Carrie. Tasia, I know, is here with us behind the scenes. She helps out a ton with our video editing and our YouTube channel, which is growing like leaps and bounds. And shameless plug, but make sure you follow us over on YouTube because we have new videos that come out basically twice a week. And Megan's been on our team 7+ years, almost 8 years. And she's like my second brain. She's our marketing director. She is such a fantastic person to like bounce ideas off of. She's the person where I will say, hey, what about this? And she's like, okay, hold on, let's figure out how we can make this work. So we've worked with some really incredible folks, over the years, and just so grateful for our team that we have right now. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to say as we kind of wrap this up and get to the end here.
I'm just going to reiterate what I said at the mastermind about our team. Always, when you find somebody, video people, whatever it is, always hire people that are smarter than you, because then you can just do it yourself.
Yeah.
I know that sounds cheesy. It's true. And then take care of your people. Like, you can't do what you do without them. That's when I moved from corporate America and we did this. I said the one thing I will never do is treat my employees the way that I was treated in corporate America, because it was always about the money, and we can't do what we do without them. So give it back to them. Help them out at Christmas time. I mean, just take care of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my little.
I love that
sales tip thing. It's really, really, really important.
There's so many great comments in the chat. I love it. I think when you first start off, I mean, when I first started out, it was me, and you were doing stuff behind the scenes as you were working your full-time job and coming home at night, helping out with stuff. And then like.
And I was going to college at the same time.
Yes, you were. So.
It's a weekend Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy, but
busy time.
Thank you guys so much. Yolanda, Cindy, Denise, Christine, Janet. I mean, just everyone who is in the chat right now. I so appreciate it. I know this went a little bit longer than expected, but I'm so grateful for everyone, and Kim and Christine and Pinky and Lee who popped on live. I always say your time is your most precious asset. So it's such a gift. I so appreciate that. So as we get to the end here today, I'm just going to put up on the screen. I'm sure I'm connected with all of you, but if not, make sure we connect on Instagram, YouTube, all the socials. I know Yolanda's here. Yolanda's one of our awesome masterminders. Yolanda, we just saw Yolanda in Vegas just a week or so ago. Beth says, you've helped me stay on track. I'd love that. Yes, love how you do it. Thank you so much. So yeah, if we have helped you in any way, we so appreciate. We would absolutely love if you give me a follow on Instagram, YouTube. That's one of the best ways that you can support us. And if you found value from us over the years, we would absolutely love to have you part of our Academy family. We have so many of our great Academy members in the chat. You can go to katielance.com/academy, check it out. We're also booking my speaking gigs for next year, and Paul is the man who books all my gigs. So if you would like me to come to your town, your brokerage, and speak.
Oz is here to help you.
Exactly. We've got Oz in the house.
I'm Oz.
Let us know. I absolutely love it. It's so fun. So anyways, my friends, thank you guys so much. Paul, thank you for jumping on.
I'm a real person. I swear.
He's a real person.
I'm not CGI.
Just so grateful that we get to do what we do each and every day. So thank you guys so much. This recording will be up here pretty soon. Once we go off the air, the recording will be up, and I'm sure we'll probably put the recording on a few other places, probably our YouTube and podcast and all that good stuff, so you guys can listen to it later if you'd like. Anyways, my friends, thank you so much. For those of you who did the little sticker giveaway, don't forget you can like and comment below. I'm going to pick 10 people who are winning sticker packs, so feel free to do that. We'll do that later, and I'll message you guys who are the winners. All right, my friends, thank you so much. Have a great day. We'll see you soon. See you on the flip side. Bye for now.